We're now going to combine our factoring and our laws of exponents a little bit. And so we're going to look at a problem like the following. Suppose we have 3x to the 3 halves plus 2x to the 1 half times the quantity 4x plus 1. And what we want to do is we want to see if we can factor anything out of this. And we're going to ignore the 4x plus 1 for the moment because it's inside parentheses, so we're only looking at what's outside. And we notice that we have an x in both, and we want to subtract it out. Whenever we're factoring out, we're always going to take out the smallest ones. We're going to take out the x to the 1 half. Now we don't get to pull a number out because 3 and 2 don't have anything in common, but that's going to leave 3x to the 3 halves minus 1 half plus 2x to the 1 half minus 1 half. Because we're subtracting it out. And then the 4x plus 1, of course, stays alone because we didn't touch it. Now 3 halves minus 1 halves is 2 halves, and 2 halves is 1, so we end up with a 3x plus 2 times 1 half minus 1 half is 0, and anything with the 0 is 1. So we're left with the following. Now we don't like parentheses inside of parentheses, so we're going to distribute the 2 and get 8x plus 2. We then combine like terms inside the parentheses and get 11x plus 2, and here is our answer. So remember, we're going to factor like we always have by taking the smallest one out, subtracting it from both of them to get rid of it from one and to decrease the size of the other, and then distribute to get rid of any parentheses that are found. To look at one more example, suppose we have 4x to the 1 half plus x to the minus 1 half times the quantity 2x plus 1. So again, we're going to ignore what's inside the parentheses, we're just going to look at what's outside. And so we recognize that we have an x to the 1 half on the outside, so we're going to pull that out. And so instead of subtracting to negative 1 half, we're going to add a 1 half so that it goes to 0. And so we're going to get x to the minus 1 half still gives 4x plus 2x plus 1 in parentheses, which means we don't need the parentheses, so we can erase them and add. So we get x to the minus 1 half and 6x plus 1. We still don't like the negative power, so we're going to move it to the bottom, and our final answer is 6x plus 1 over x to the 1 half. And here is our answer. So we factor like we have before, and when we do that, we make sure we deal with negative powers, and we simplify whatever is inside the parentheses.